Alright, going to do a little driving tour here now of what really is one of the premier attractions, I think, of Perdido Key. Not really what you'd call a hidden jewel, but I would say that you know, it's pretty well known. There's probably a lot of visitors, especially that come out maybe to the farther west side of Perdido Key and then on into Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, that don't really know a lot about this area or this particular spot, or have ever been there. Maybe they don't think it's worth the time to go, but I tell you, any visitor, even if you're staying in a condo and you have a nice beach of, you know, that comes with the condo and everything, I think any visitor to this area really owes it to themselves to, you know, pay the couple of dollars to get in and to do this drive. Where we're going is Johnson's Beach, National Seashore area, Gulf Islands National Seashore at Johnson's Beach. So we just made the left-hand turn there in the curve on Perdido Key Drive. For the locals here, this area is really where they, if they didn't go to Pensacola Beach, where they went to the beach, and they called it Gulf Beach back then. That's kind of what everyone referred to it as. When I was young, and really up until really the 90s, so it was very, the whole key was really not very much developed, not very many permanent residents living here. So, and this is really the only area, large area, that's been preserved the way it was. Back over to the west side of the key, there is the state property. They have a few miles of beach that's been preserved without any development. But this is the majority of the key here. From this point here all the way out to Fort McRae, the old Civil War fort, with no development. And the road actually ends not too far. We're going to do a whole tour of the road. It actually ends not too far from here. And then there's that, you know, it's undeveloped to the point where there's not even a road on it. Usually there's a gate guard there. We're early. They start monitoring the gate at 8, but then it opens, I think, at 5. The gate does. So if you're an early bird, you can come in. It's 7:02 now. I don't know how good this video is going to look with the sun. Coming in from the west. Just took a left-hand turn at the intersection with the Pavilion. This is a little kayak launch area, kayak and canoe launch area. Very cool down here. It's a great place to launch paddleboard, launch a small boat, kayak, canoe. There's no restrictions on as far as a motorboat or non-motorized, but it's a shallow launch. So this guy here with this little bass tracker, that's about as big a boat as you can get in here. And matter of fact, he may have a little trouble with that. There's a nature trail that goes down that way. So that's about as big a boat as you can launch down here. We'll do a more complete review of that little area there. We'll put the camera on a paddleboard and we'll go paddle around there one day. But that's the launch area. Here's the, we'll go through the intersection here, show. The Pavilion, they've got a nice shaded pavilion here off to the right. This is a guarded beach. The lifeguards come from Pensacola Beach out here and guard this beach during the season. In the winter, there's no one here. Nice little pavilion. Here's the little picnic pavilions here. There's quite a lot of space actually to get in the shade here. set up for a nice picnic in the shade. Got some restrooms. In years past, there was a really nice store here that actually sold everything you needed for the beach. You know, they had the beer, they had food, swimsuits, towels, I mean, anything you needed, chairs. That's been gone for years, unfortunately. And now there's not even a vending machine out here. As a matter of fact, I don't even see a water fountain anymore. There used to be a water fountain there. So there's a little showers. It's been kind of a story of diminishing services out here since the National Seashore took this over. There used to not be a gate guard or an entrance fee or anything like that, and now there is. I don't know how good this video is going to look with the sun coming out of the west, but we'll see. We'll go down here and then turn around and come back. This area gets pretty filled up with people during the day. So it's very early now. Just a few people out here fishing and some early birds going to the beach. This road, they do allow roadside parking here, and it does fill up pretty quickly. They have roadside parking at these overpasses, doing walkovers. Then you get a certain point down here on the road where there's no longer any roadside parking allowed, and then the road just ends. It's about 8 miles, I want to say, from the end of the road here till you get to Fort McRae. Maybe 6 miles on foot. It's a wonderful walk if you really want something big adventure to do for a day. Put on a backpack with some water and some food on a nice day, and you know, do the walk out to Fort McRae. It's pretty amazing. It's an experience that there are very few places that you can get. I know in South Florida they have some barrier islands that aren't developed that you can take long walks like that on. And Fort McRae is also a wonderful boat up location. You have a boat. And it's pretty amazing, you know, to really see what this area looked like before all the development. The key, the barrier island, Perdido Key, is very narrow here. You kind of stop here and pan, and we've got the Gulf is right there. You can see, and then we get a break in the dunes. You can see on this side that Grand Lagoon is right there. So the barrier island here is probably not more than 250 yards wide and fairly low. It used to be bigger. I mean, have had some big storms 10 years ago that lowered the dunes. And made the island somewhat smaller. In times of you know, tropical storms, hurricanes, this island would be completely underwater. It slows down the storm surge and wave action onto the mainland, but not by a whole lot. Okay, past this spot here, there's no more roadside parking. Unfortunately, there used to be able to park all the way to the end of it. They've actually shortened this road in the last 10 years. It used to be longer. So, you know, kind of typical with the federal government, it's kind of been a tale of denial of access here. And they've had programs in the past. They no longer do. Used to be able to do a wilderness camp out here. There was some problems. People would leave a mess, would leave their camp set up, not wanting to carry it back. Leave beer bottles and stuff way out on the island, and instead of, you know, having them kind of enforce the issues here, the knee-jerk reaction with the feds is just to cut out the program, to stop it completely. And this is the end of it here, a little turnaround. Somebody stop. Some people will stop here, unload their equipment, and then go back and park and walk back down here, and then do it the same way. You're really not supposed to stop there, though. We'll show the same view, kind of going back to the east here. this is a great place to go. It's really got something for everybody. It's one of the few places where you can really, without any kind of trouble, visit the bayside. You know, we've got the Grand Lagoon now on our right. It's pretty shallow, calm, quiet water. So if you've got kids, you want to let them swim, splash around, whatever, they can do that over there. And then you walk 200 yards and over the dunes, and you've got the Gulf. So you can kind of have both experiences. You can boat up to that side, to the lagoon side, and then cross over and, you know, get out into the Gulf, or vice versa. So it's pretty unique in that respect. A lot of good fishing, got surf fishing, of course, in the Gulf, back in the bay. A lot of inland species are caught. A lot of people come out here early in the morning and fish, and that's what most of these people are doing. Pumping and fishing over on the Gulf side, and fishing for trout and flounder and so forth on the lagoon side. Joggers and walkers here. It's a pretty popular thing to do, is come out here right at dawn and walk or run or bike. Great place for it. But personally, if I had my choice, if I was walking for exercise, I have my choice of doing it on the surf line or on pavement. I would pick the sand anytime. Like to walk on the pavement or run on it. Well, we're coming to the end here, so we'll stop this video and do a more detailed one next time. We'll do a little drop in at the kayak area in a kayak or a paddleboard and kind of paddle around there and show you what's pretty interesting back there, pretty unique. We'll do the nature walk too, with the camera. Alright, back to the pavilion here, and thanks for watching.